Talking about elections, as preparations continue towards the FCT Council polls in Abuja, attention is turning to the residents who are already voicing their expectations go beyond campaign posters and promises. In Abuja Municipal Area Council, the voters are sharing what they want to see. I'm now joined by our correspondent, Sumayya Abubakar, who has been on the field talking to residents of the FCT. Sumayya, good to have you here. Speak to us on the level of preparedness of the electoral umpire from what you saw earlier in the day.
Good evening, Felicity. Yes, in terms of the electoral umpire, there seem not to be a lot, being said out there now especially from the INEC here. What they're saying is that they are making sure they're putting everything in place so that all electoral materials get to, of course, every polling unit in order for them to, give the citizens the right and the floor to cast their votes without any hindrance and issue. Also, we know that they are also collaborating with the FCT Police Command, talking about the security forces, not just only police, but then other arms of, the security agencies in order to make sure that the resident feels secure while voting, because from past election, which was one of the also concern of the AMAC residents, which I am concentrating on, who I was able to talk to, said they were scared considering the past, election that happened in the FCT. There was a bit of violence and ballot snatching. So that is also another concentration, of a very deep, in-depth concentration in terms of the electoral umpire. So it's still going on. They are doing their own part. The residents on this side are also doing their own parts. But I have to point out that one of the things that I did notice, Felicity, while on the field today, because we were able to move around AMAC. Now, AMAC is a very large council. That's the Abuja Municipal Area Council. It's really big. So we were able to move from Day down to the Sokoro axis. We also reached the Gwarimpa axis there, and then we got to the Wuse. And the major thing that I would say is that while some of the residents there are aware that there's going to be election come February 21st, a majority of them are not even aware. So sensitization, I would say, in terms of, the electoral umpire, it's not really been done as it should be. So that would be, the gaps that so far us being on the ground have shown us.
What are the predominant sentiments being expressed by residents in terms of expectations for the polls?
I mean, there seem to be a lot of expectations, of course, as it should be. But then from the people of Dede, I just have to represent what the people are saying. There is major complaint about education. Now, they say that, of course, because they are Nigerians, they are not going to give up on hope. But they pointed out that this is a major complaint that they have been, calling on the attention of any or every existing AMAC chairman to look at them in terms of education. They said that a primary and secondary school is nothing to write home about. Majority of, their demands has to rely on private schools. And then when you go to that outskirts, because Dede is an outskirts community in the AMAC council, the concern is a majority of them cannot afford the private schools. So education for them is failing. They're complaining about the structures, the teaching quality, of course, saying that even people could go inside the school premises to defecate, which means that it's not in good shape. There was also complaint when you come down to, they complain about electricity and water, but then that's a concern about electricity and water is replicated in, echoed in every other places that we visited today. Gwarimpa people also complained. For them, they said road is good. So far, at least some major improvement has been there, but then in terms of electricity and water, they still face the same issue. And I'm back to data. I have to point out that they complained about road. It was just recently, the road was done just leading to the entrance of, Day, but apart from that, nothing is done. So yeah, basically that. echoed in other places. Electricity, water, so basic amenities, I would say, is missing in the AMA Council. So they're expecting that as much as they would make efforts to come out and vote, they also need the people to make sure that the person coming in make promises and deliver on that promise.
Well, that's the hope of most Nigerians, that our elected officials act on the promises they made during campaigns. Sumayya, thank you for the coverage.